Okay, this one's a little chunky already. I haven't even hardly put anything in this, but it's already chunky. Look at the tabs. Can you tell this is for a man? Now, let me tell you guys, this one, when I was making it, he would come by and say, "Is that one for me?" Now, the man, this is the same man who before thought, "What do you do with all those things?" But when it started to be about him, he was excited about it. I used the Heartfelt Creations Woodsy Wonderland paper pack, and it is perfect for his hunting escapades. I've put a couple of things in here. I did use a few other paper packs and stuff, and there are things in here that are real old. I cannot tell you where I got them from, but most of this stuff is from just this paper pack or just other cardstock I had in my stash. So let's get started. It is an altered book. I started off with a cheap Dollar Tree book. It cost me $1. I gutted it and then I painted it to start with just a solid manly color. Let's get it into frame. All the signatures are sewn on this blue jean. I should have laid it down first and then put this down, but I did it the other way around because I love blue jean and I wanted to see it. Um, each of the signatures I sewed this tab on it so you will know where the signatures are. There's 3 signatures. So we'll start. I did not put this on every single one of them, but I put them on a lot of them. This is a CD case. It's a stiffer one, but it can hold pictures in it. I had to spray this tree. It actually has moss on it. This is really old. This is some of that old ephemera I had from my old scrapbooking days. But I had to spray because all that moss was falling off. But this is a envelope, as you can see. So it can hold some more pictures in it. There. This is got a die cut in it. It's looks like a envelope of sorts. There's a it's a bag. It's a bag, but it's got there. It's one of those see-through bags that holds that down right there. That's a tag you can slide out right there. And like I said, you can slide this out right there. And then there's some journaling spots right there. This is straw paper from Roxy Creation. If you you can order some from her when she has it in. These pages right here, I bought a used hymnal off of eBay and coffee dyed them, and I just picked some that I thought would be appropriate. And this is a zipper from, I can't even remember where I got it. It was just on an envelope or something, some junk mail, and I thought that'll be cute on something, so I fussy cut it out. But that is just a little journaling spot that ended up getting glued together because I didn't wait around. Um, but here's some mulberry paper right there. You can see how it is. It is yummy. And here is another area. There is, and it's a belly band on top of that. You can see this gorgeous paper. I did a little bit of, not very much, but a tiny bit of collaging. This wood paper is beautiful too, and it's all from that. This right here is from that collection. This is the coffee dyed paper. It's very rich. If to get that rich color, I use leftover coffee. I heat it up and then I add more instant coffee grounds to it to make it really dark and strong because I don't drink strong coffee. This is some ephemera from that collection. This is the second part of that straw paper. And the other part of that bag and another journaling spot. Now this should, yeah, you can flip a picture in there. And a picture over here. And then here's the other part of that, another envelope. And that was that first signature. Here's a second one, another pocket. Some more coffee dyed, more of that rice or mulberry paper. And like I said, you will find owls in something I do. Oh no, there's not an owl in my little darling's book. I'll have to fix that. And then I sewed that in, made a little pocket, two things there. But I love that one. Here's that. Now this, some of these little add-ins you will notice as Roxy creation items that she did, or Nick the Booksmith or something. And I do use their channels for inspiration. And I also use Tracy, Fox, and Gail. So if you're not watching them, which I'm sure if you're watching me, you're watching them, you should. And here's a fabric flip, courtesy inspired by Gail. And rested. I rested a paper clip, and that is from, I got that inspiration from Genevieve Design. Some more of that straw paper. More of this thing right. Oh, I'm stuck. I haven't opened it very much since I did it. And I did leave this longer, so if I find anything that I really want to dangle, I can. And here, this is an old die cut. I did not die cut it out. It is an old one I bought a long time ago. It's almost of a felt cardboard feel. It's really cool. And here's another one. And another one of those little tuck spots with this here. Yeah, I thought this was real pretty, but when I showed it to my husband, he was like, I can't tell you what kind of animal that is because it looks like a combo of several of them. And that's the end of the second one. And then here, you can, let's see if I can find me a card. Let's see, I got a card over here. You can slip them in there. That is a die cut you can buy. So you can slip that in there. And that was a little pocket from folding those pages over because they were too big. Now this is something I really like. How many of you used to have those Kodak Advantix cameras? Well, what I did was, you know, the little screen that they do, it's like a little still shot of each picture you get. I do nothing with those anymore, but this was real one of his hunting trips. So I cut, I'm sorry, that is glaring real bad. I cut them on, and this is a silhouette SVG file I purchased, but I cut each one of those out and I taped them on there. And this is one of the first entries into his journal, and he thought it was pretty cool. They're all a little different. They're small. They're kind of hard to see, but they do tell a story. They're all from one. There's some horses, some landscaping views. I mean, it's just, he remembers them. When he sees it, he remembers the trip, and he can tell you stories. And that's really what this is about, because he gets to reminisce about the stories. And in fact, that reminds me, because when we were going through the pictures, when I found this, we found a reel of film that had not, I didn't have the pictures of. And so they are still at Walmart getting processed. Actually, they're probably done, and I probably need to go pick them up. So, but I thought that was really cute. I really liked that. And that's held together with a brad. So that was my only entry in here. And this right here, I tried. They're two. It's I'm learning still how to do the wax, and I think I have cheap wax because it was real watery, so it spread out before I could put the wax in. So I think I'm going to have to buy some better wax because I think that's my problem. But I thought it would be cool. It is, you can see right there, 2 deer head, but I thought it was really cool. And yes, I did put quite a few of these in because I thought it was a good way to give me areas to write something down in. A little collage of items. I had to keep it manly. This is a tissue that I just decoupaged on. It didn't even decoupage. I just taped it on there, glued it on there. Something. Sorry. This is an old sticker as well. And that's a tuck spot back there. And that's a pocket I made with another tuck spot right there. And there's the back. So that is my husband's junk journal I made him. I hope you enjoyed going through it with me.